Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 4th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far, but it's a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather. Got the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country, your local forecast that include for your Thursday and Friday. Also take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, 3, and 7, as we do have some severe weather to talk about, and also take a look at the winter weather for heavy snowfall in a certain area of the U.S. We'll show you that in tonight's video as well. But if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like the video, share the video, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. And let's see if we can make that 700 subscriber mark coming up in the next month or so. So please start hitting that subscribe button, everyone out there that watches this forecast channel. Alright, greatly appreciated too. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into the forecast now. Alright, you can see we've got a storm system up here around Ohio, stretching into West Virginia to Indiana, Illinois to Missouri, down into Arkansas, and also Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mexico, and a little bit across the Baja region up into Arizona and New Mexico. Then another storm system over here in Washington, Oregon State, stretching down toward Nevada, Southern California, and far east as North Dakota and South Canada as well. And you can see some more activity out across the Atlantic coastal waters, also up toward New Brunswick and Newfoundland areas as well. Southeastern U.S. still dominated by the southeast ridge, and also down across the Gulf, got a high pressure ridge there as well, and a little bit of high pressure ridging over in the central U.S. as well. Alright, let's move on into your local forecast. We'll take a look at your Thursday forecast. Should roll out something like this here. Okay, as you can see, we got some mixed precipitation, freezing rain up here from Maine and New Hampshire to Vermont to Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New York State, portion of Pennsylvania. We got more mixed precipitation over here and freezing rain in Minnesota and also South Canada, northeastern areas of North Dakota. More mixed precipitation in South Dakota to Colorado to Utah to Arizona to Nevada over toward areas of Oregon, Washington State, and Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. And then we've got pockets of heavy snow over here in areas of Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Nevada, Wyoming, and also portions of southwestern Wyoming as well. Critical fire weather reports of Colorado and New Mexico. Severe weather with North Texas, Oklahoma, portion of Kansas. Thunderstorms and showers from portion of from northern Mexico through Texas to Minnesota to Wisconsin to Michigan to Pennsylvania to D.C., Delaware to Virginia to Tennessee, and a little bit in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast states, and also the Florida Panhandle, then from central and South Florida toward the Florida Keys, portion of the Gulf, and also portions of the Atlantic coastal water with some thunderstorms and showers for your Thursday. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's move on into your Friday outlook now, and it should roll out something just about like this here across the board. Okay, we're still waiting on it to come up, but you can see the weather features here across the board, and it finally came up. Alright, we got storm system from coast to coast, but we got freezing rain, mixed precipitation New Brunswick to Maine and New Hampshire to Vermont to New York State, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Then again from Wisconsin to Minnesota to North Dakota to South Dakota, some freezing rain and mixed precipitation. Then we got mixed precipitation from South Dakota to Nebraska, Colorado, Utah to Wyoming to Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State. Shower activity along western and central areas of Washington, Oregon State as well. Got some heavy snow over Wyoming and southwestern Wyoming and northern Colorado. Severe weather from Texas all the way to Illinois, up to Wisconsin and Iowa, and Missouri, Kansas, and a portion of Nebraska. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from Texas to Nebraska to Wisconsin to Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Superior, over towards areas of New York State to West Virginia, South Carolina, down into Florida, Florida Key, Atlantic coastal waters, Gulf of Mexico, down toward area of Louisiana as well. Some shower activity along Rhode Island also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation, and it should roll out like this here across the board. Okay, we got severe thunderstorm warnings and watches from Texas all the way to areas of Oklahoma, Arkansas to Missouri, southern portion of Illinois, Indiana, and also portion of Kentucky. We also have some flood watches with some severe thunderstorm warnings, flood warnings, and flood advisories over Illinois to Indiana to Ohio, portion of West Virginia, special weather statements up here in areas of Illinois, portion of Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, also Oklahoma and North Texas. Red flag warnings there as well from Colorado down in New Mexico, western Texas, and southeastern areas of Arizona. We have some winter weather advisories up here in the areas of New Hampshire, down in Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York State. And then again in portions of Colorado, Utah to Wyoming to Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, Nevada. We've got wind advisories up here in Idaho, Nevada, also Arizona. Supposed to be areas of Arizona, couldn't get it out, and also Southern California. Got some high wind warnings there as well across Southern California. A couple counties with a frost advisory there as well, and 2 counties there in Nevada with dust blowing advisories and some winter storm watches in effect for portions of Wyoming and Colorado areas as well. Dense fog advisories up here in North Dakota with the Minnesota and northern areas of Wisconsin. Smoke craft advisory from Maine down to the New York City area. Dense fog along the mid-Atlantic coast, Rhode Island down toward New Jersey, Delaware, also along the areas of the Big Bend toward the Panhandle, southern Louisiana coast toward areas of southeast Texas, or the upper northeast Texas coast, that is. Smoke craft advisory for southern Florida to the Florida Keys. More smoke craft advisory gale warning for southern California up to Washington State, southern Hawaii and Chain Island, around the Alaska region. We have some winter storm warnings there in the blue, winter weather advisories in the purple across the Alaska area as well. Alright, let's move on into the severe weather perspective of the video. And we're about to take a look at some severe weather for your Thursday. General thunderstorm from down here from ports of Texas over towards Scranton, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia to Washington, D.C., Montgomery, Alabama, all the way down to areas of Miami. Also New Orleans, you're included, general thunderstorm, and also over toward Grand Junction, Colorado, and up towards Fargo, North Dakota. Also from Odessa all the way up to Sioux Falls, Sioux City, and Omaha, Nebraska, and in Lubbock, Texas to Wichita. The yellow areas of slight risk, the green areas here is a marginal risk. Alright, tornado probability rolls out like this here across the board. 2 and 5%, but the significant large tornado from EF2 to EF3 could be across North Texas, Panhandle of Texas, and Oklahoma, and southern areas of Kansas. Damaging winds look like this. Pretty much same location from Lubbock up to Wichita and Topeka. Could be some damaging winds over 70 miles an hour there or greater. And then 5% from West Texas up to areas of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Omaha, Nebraska. Alright, large hail rolls out something like this. Pretty much same areas, 5% from South Texas up to Omaha, Nebraska, Sioux City areas there as well. And you can see where the it's refreshing the page, so we won't have to wait just a few minutes, then we'll get back to it here. Here we go. But you can see where the significant hail looks to be from Odessa to Wichita, Kansas, over toward Dodge City, Kansas as well. Alrighty, now let's move on into number 3. Should roll out like this here. Okay, we got a general thunderstorm from around Corpus Christi, stretching up to Minneapolis, Minnesota, far east is Buffalo, New York, to Columbia, South Carolina, down toward Miami, Florida, toward the Florida Keys. Marginal risk from San Antonio to far north is Green Bay, Wisconsin, also over towards Milwaukee, Chicago, back to Waco, Texas. We have a slight risk and a marginal risk from Oklahoma City, Wichita, and Topeka areas. The probability should roll out like this here. This is where the significant severe weather looks to occur from Texas all the way up to Chicago, Illinois. We have a 5, 10, we have a 5, 15, and 30% risk area here, which looks to be a major severe weather outbreak coming for you guys. So get ready for a lot of damage in your area. So get prepared in the central portion of the United States. Alright, Now, let's take a look at day number 7. And we got it highlighted again with a 15% risk area stretching from Waco to Jefferson City in Kansas. You're included in that 15% risk area. Marginal risk will outline the area in day number 3, which should be coming into focus in the next couple of days. Alright, let's take a look at the heavy snow over the next over the northwestern U.S. Couldn't get it out, but here we go. Take a look at it. It's still coming up. We're going to take a look at it here in just a couple of minutes, maybe sooner, as soon as it loads the graphic. Okay. Okay, we got a slight risk of heavy snow over here in Washington, Oregon State, and then again in Montana, stretching into Wyoming areas, and this is 312 to 314. The other one is 312 to 316 across Washington and Oregon states. Elsewhere, no heavy snow or any kind of precipitation heavy at this time across the rest of the remainder of the U.S. So this is just mainly the heavy snow outlook here. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.